So next up are my C64 2s or Cs. This crusty one you may have already seen in an unpacking video. I will use parts of this for the C64 handheld video coming up pretty soon. You can take a look inside this, but I think there's not much to see. It's a standard C64C in working condition, except for the keys. So here we are. We unscrew the keyboard, which are held in place by 2 screws in this model. And as you can see, it is really dirty. Someone just ripped off the cardboard. And I will have to desolder some of the components here. Will be interesting to see how easily these come off, because I need quite some of them. And this, I guess, is the C64 2 PLA, which is the main component I need from this machine. And I'm not quite sure if I need anything else. I guess I have anything else, so I will have to desolder this one. I really bought this just as a parts machine, but I might restore it. I might restore it to its glorious previous form. This is not standard C64C. I don't have standard C64Cs. These are all reproduction cases from the original molds, and they come in different colors, as you might see here. They come in classic beige, which is the classic C64, 2 color in bread bin gray, which is the bread bin color, and never knew that this was gray. Thought more of it as a beige or cream color. Then we have the SX64 style, which is a 2-colored case, and we have the retro black. And in this we have the bread bin gray. And this is a machine I built for myself, and I tried to complete it as much as possible. And as you can see, it does have the GEOS handbook or manual, GEOS disk, C64 manual, the nice one, not the red one with the bread bins. Then we have a C64C power supply, one of my self-made SCART cables for the monitor, and an original AV cable. But the main attraction, of course, is the machine itself. And I really do love these boxes, because they're really sturdy and they come with a case. Commodore back in Germany. So this is a machine, and it does come with the dark brown keys and the orange F keys, which I really like. And it's the bread bin colored case, which looks really awesome. And I did give it the serial number 1. So I put in a reset switch right here where the RF modulator was, replaced that. But let's take a look inside. The only thing that sucks about these cases are the screws. So you can already see we have the RF modulator replacement. Let me quickly get the keyboard out. This is a 250469 board, and it's a standard board from a C64-2. I guess the case was broken or anything like that. And the only thing I did to this is replace the RF modulator and to put in a reset switch. And of course a new case. And this is kind of my dream machine in terms of look. It's the classic bread bin color with the orange F keys, and I really love this machine. It's standard C64, nothing special here. No kernel switcher or anything like that. Just a standard C64 with a reset switch, which I really longed for as a kid. Yeah. So let's get this back together and get to the final machine, which is definitely the more interesting machine. Last but not least, we have this machine. And you might say, hey, it's the same machine. No, it's not. It's a retro black machine. And this one is special. And I think it's the machine I have the most emotional connection to in my whole collection right now. As you can see, this is a black machine and it looks a bit different. I did create a custom Nintendo controller to work with a C64. We have a black power supply, which I painted black. It's just a standard C64 power supply. As you can see, it has the gray keys from the C64C and the very white keys from the C64C and the brown keys from the bread bin. And this is a machine I built for my son. And it also has the RF modulator replacement, and he wanted a blue reset switch, so we did a blue reset switch, and these look really nice here without damaging the case or anything. And let's take a look inside. This doesn't even have a serial number yet, as you can see. So let's open it up and have a look inside. And you might immediately spot a few things. First, this is a black PCB, so this can't be standard C64. These are 3D printed, the keyboard holders, and there's a replacement RF modulator. And if you take a look at the inside, my son and I also signed the machine. And as you can see, we built this, or finished this, on 29th of December 2020. So this machine's birthday is coming up soon in December. And let's remove the keyboard. So this is a 60 clone board, and it does have a replacement PLA. I guess this is a Plankton PLA, yeah. As you can see, we again have these yellow stickers. And these yellow stickers were my indicators that the chips are working. I worked on this board. I guess it took me a day or 8 to 9 hours to assemble the board, so do the soldering and stuff like that. And then it took me 18 days to troubleshoot it. Why? Because chips kept failing. So the board was completely working from minute 1, but I couldn't get it to work because chips kept failing while I was switching them out. I took them out of a machine and they were working, and I put them in here and they failed. I guess the kernel ROM failed, then the PLA failed. I guess one of the CIA chips failed, and it was just in and out and in and out and in and out. And I was getting crazy trying to fix this board, and it wasn't even broken. It were just the old CBM chips. So all these chips had yellow stickers, and as you can see, nothing. Problem was I didn't have a reference board. So when I started on this board, I didn't have 250-469 board as a reference. So I built this blind from scratch without having a way to test some of the chips. Yeah, that was an interesting experience. And couldn't do measurements on a working board because I didn't have one, so I couldn't compare these. And yeah, everything looked good, but chips kept failing. And at some point it it worked. It just worked. And I recorded this, and it was a very emotional moment. I guess I even cried a little. And I had the Sam's Journey cartridge sticking in the cartridge port, and when I turned the machine on, the music started playing, and that was such a great moment. My son wasn't here when I did this. We troubleshooted this for some time together, and it didn't work, and I wanted this machine to work for my son. And he was with his grandparents, and I sent him a video of the machine playing Sam's Journey, and that was, I guess, a great moment for him too. He loves this machine. Yeah. So this is a special machine for me, maybe the most special machine in my whole collection, because I built this from scratch and love these replica boards. And as I said, coming up next is the Handheld C64 by Matthias, and that is an interesting experience too. So this, I would say, is beginner to mid-level building, and the Handheld C64, which I'm building right now. I'm in the final steps of filming and building. That thing is way harder than this, because for the Handheld C64 there's no reference at all. It has a lot of moving parts, and you have to source the material yourself. For this you can get a complete kit from the Runstop Restore, and they sell kits with all the parts except, I guess, for the ICs. Or you could probably even get the ICs from them. I didn't. So you have all the parts, they are labeled, you know where they go, and with the Handheld C64 you have to source the material yourself. There's no ready-made kit, there's just the boards, and you have to go and build it. And these are my C64 C/2s. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, drop me a comment, and I will put some links to the case and stuff like that in the description of this video. So, until tomorrow, bye-bye. This is Retro is your new black. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time.